Hello, welcome back to Beauty Bee and to my beauty budget update for the month of July. It doesn't seem quite right that we are almost done with July, but yet here we are. I brought in quite a bit of stuff this month. I also used up quite a bit of stuff this month. And usually those would both be in this video. However, that would have been like an hour long. So I've split them. I actually have already posted the empties video, which I will link up in the card if you are interested. But know that it was long. It was like 25 minutes by itself. So because there is almost as much stuff here that came in as came out, which I suppose isn't the worst thing ever, we're just gonna get right into it. I brought in quite a bit of stuff this month. The first purchase was planned. I'd actually been intending to get this since probably the first week of June. And this is a trio of tinted lip oils from NARS. Actually, they're oil-infused lip tints, so not quite lip oils. I have 3 shades. These came in a bundle from Nordstrom Rack for I think $27, and I had $25 in Nordstrom Rack or Nordstrom gift cards. So this kind of cost me $2. It kind of cost me $27. Either way, it did not cost nearly as much as the $72. I want to say these are like $24 a pop, full price on NARS. So I do really like these. Nordstrom Rack shipping takes quite a while, so I've had these for, I would say, about 2 weeks, and I think I've worn them something like 9 or 10 times. There are 2 different formulas in here. We're not doing a big review. If you would like that, and honestly, even if you don't want that, there's a decent chance I'll post a review video on these, but know that I like them. I have really been enjoying these, and I'm really happy that I decided to get them. That's kind of a recurring theme this month, is I kind of wish that I hadn't brought in as much stuff as I did. However, I really like what I brought in this month. I made good purchasing decisions, if not in quantity, then at least quality-wise. I really did think through things more than I usually do. Let's just go in chronological order. The next items that I would have purchased were from Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild was running, I believe, a 30% off their website sale over the 4th of July weekend. And what precipitated this purchase was me realizing that I had neither a red nail polish nor a navy or just not pastel blue. I mean, I have blue nail polish, but this is a very soft pastel blue. I wanted a red or blue nail polish to wear on the 4th of July, and on July 3rd, as I was getting ready and painting my nails, I realized it didn't have anything similar. So I purchased this nail polish from Wet n Wild. This is the shade Club Brat, I believe. Yes, Club Brat. And on the website, it looked like it was going to be a red with a little bit of pink. It's very much a pink. Not even borderline. This is a pink with a little bit of red to it. Unfortunately, I actually have a super similar shade from Sally Hansen in the Insta-Dry line. However, I'm like halfway through that polish, and it is one of my go-tos. It's definitely one of the shades that I reach for, especially on my toes when I can't think what I really want to use. So I don't mind having a backup of this, and I really do like this kind of color. I find it very pretty, and the formula on these is really good. So, and I also ended up trying another one of their nail polishes. This is their Fast Dry in the shade Extraterrestrial. It is a glitter. I have a long, complicated past with these kinds of glitters. I think I've owned probably 3 or 4 of them over the years, and most of them are just so goopy. It's like they never dry. But this is lovely. I'm wearing it today over a blue nail polish, which is actually from the same line from Wet n Wild. These Wet n Wild Fast Dry nail polishes are fantastic, and it dries nicely. I have, I believe, like just one pretty thick coat on right now and it dried fine. It looks really pretty. I've had it on for a couple of days now and it's still looking good. I'm really impressed with this glitter. I'm really impressed with this glitter. I don't know exactly what inspired that purchase because, I mean, I have owned like 3 of these different clear base with glitter with really fine shimmer polishes over the years, and none of them have worked, but I bought this one and it did, so I guess maybe don't learn from past mistakes is the very bad lesson I'm taking from that. I also ended up purchasing some brushes. I bought a trio of brushes from their more expensive line. I have tried the less expensive Wet n Wild brushes, and I think they are okay for some things, but they're not fantastic. I actually got another one of their little cheapo brushes in this order because I was really, really close to the free shipping threshold after I had added the other things we're going to talk about to my cart. This is fantastic. It's a concealer brush. I don't use it for concealer because I don't apply concealer with a brush, but this I've been using to place, just to pat shadows onto the lid and to place glitter, and it's fantastic for that. This is their face brush trio. It has a contour brush, which I've been using to get color corrector. Sometimes I color correct right around my nose, and this does a good job of really getting into the corners. So I don't know that I would ever use this for contour. That's not really a step I do super often, and when I do, it's not in this really concentrated way. But I do like the brush. There is a blush brush, which clearly I have been getting my use out of. It's a nice size. It's actually really comparable to one that I have from some little no-name Amazon brand that I got a set of several years ago for Christmas. But I've been liking this. And then there's a powder brush that I have pretty obviously been using for bronzer. The quality on these is really nice. They feel a lot more expensive than what I paid for them. I want to say that I ended up paying like $6 or $7 for this set, which I think is fantastic. And the brushes are really, really soft. They just feel pleasant to the touch, and I should put these down before this video gets really weird. I also ended up purchasing 2 pieces of makeup from Wet n Wild. The first is one of their cloud pouts. This I was hoping was going to be very similar to the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, and I actually don't think these are too far off. I don't think the color that I chose was fantastic. I've only worn it once or twice, and I think I topped it off with a gloss both times. So I will continue to play around with this and see what I think. So far, I think it's a nice formula. I don't think it's anything revolutionary though. And finally, probably the best thing that I purchased from Wet n Wild is this Hello Halo liquid highlighter. Yes, liquid highlighter. I'm wearing a little bit of it today. It is this really pretty iridescent white purple. I love this kind of color as a highlight on me. I think that it is really flattering but interesting at the same time. I've got a little swatch of it. I mean, look at that. That's so pretty. Obviously, that's a very concentrated version. I can blend it out to where it looks glowy from some angles, and then sometimes you do get a little bit more of that pink purple. I love this. I think that it is such a nice formula, and I feel like a lot of the drops that we see now are a little bit more bronzy. I definitely don't need any more makeup, and actually I haven't been super interested in getting more makeup the last few weeks. Almost all of this, actually pretty much all of this, was purchased really close to the beginning of the month. But if I were to find another almost white one of these, I could see myself purchasing it. This is really impressive to me. So that's it for Wet n Wild. I also purchased some add-ons from Ipsy. So first I have the It Cosmetics Lash Blowout Mascara. I have had one of these in the past and I really enjoyed it. I think I incorrectly said in one or maybe even more of my videos that I had tried the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I haven't tried this one. This is the only It Cosmetics product, well, at least the only It Cosmetics mascara I've ever tried. I really liked this though, and when I saw it as an add-on on Ipsy for $3, I was having a difficult time saying no, so I ended up purchasing that. I also got a hand cream. This is from Le Chatelaine. I've not opened this up yet. I am keeping this sealed for when I actually go back fully into the world, which is hopefully occurring in September. I've just been picking up little things every once in a while to stick in my purse because a few months ago I decided that it had been long enough that all of the little travel things that I generally kept in my travel bag or the little things I kept in my purse, that it was time to use those up because they were probably going to go bad on me. So now I need to replace some of those things that I just like having on hand. So I figured that a $3 hand cream was not a bad way to go about that. And then the last item that I got in add-ons was this Deco Miami nail art sticker sheet. These are the, what do they call them? They don't call them the Zodiac ones, but that's essentially what they are. I don't think I usually would have purchased these, but full disclosure, I made this Ipsy add-ons purchase at like 4 in the morning one night when I was having terrible insomnia and couldn't sleep and just, I don't know. I was making bad choices, but I guess a $9 bad choice is not the worst thing that could have come from that. In any case, there are these sort of Zodiac inspired nail stickers. I think they'll be cute. There are little suns and stars, the various star signs. We also have little crabs and lobsters, which I know are intended to be, Scorpios and Cancers, but out of context are definitely just lobsters and crabs, which I think that's funny. I think these are going to be fun. I also ended up making one purchase on Ipsy Flash or pop-up, or I don't know what sale this was. They run so many sales every month. But I got one duo. There was a clear lip balm in the clear lip gloss in the duo. I don't care about this. I will use it. It is from Jules Smith Beauty. Whatever, that was not a selling point of the duo at all. I was so excited to see this. This is the Girls Getaway Trio from the Balm. I have been intrigued, especially by the Balm Springs blush for years. I want to say that I saw Emily Noel do a review video on this like ages and ages ago, and I wanted it then. I just feel like these colors are gorgeous. I've had this for a little over a week at this point, and I have worn it almost every day. I think yesterday was probably the only day where I didn't wear this. I am wearing actually a lot of blush today, so I don't know how well this is going to showcase these products, but I'm wearing a mixture of this blush on the apple of my cheeks over a liquid blush, and then I've used a mixture of these two on my forehead and on my chin as bronzer. I think that these are beautiful powders. I love how soft and earth-toned all of these are. I think they go beautifully together, and I love how they mix together. I really like it when a face palette has colors that really do play nicely with one another. It gives you even more versatility, and this definitely checks those boxes. The last purchases that I made, not the last things that came in, but the last purchases were from Walmart. I ended up in Walmart to buy like spider killer because I found a giant spider. It actually wasn't that giant looking back, but in the moment it felt very large. And I was terrified, and then it hid from me when I went to go get the broom and came back. Anyway, I was there getting spider spray. I did find the spider and kill it. It's all good now. But I didn't want to go home. I was terrified. I hate spiders so much. And I ended up going through the beauty aisle, as one does when they are at Walmart and really don't want to go home. So I came out with 2 items. The first is this lipstick. I'm really, really happy with both of these items, by the way. This is from Revlon. It is the shade Pink in the Afternoon. It is beautiful. I actually knew this was going to work out for me. This has been on my to repurchase list for a very long time. It's just the other times that I've purchased Revlon lipsticks in the 2 years that I've been wanting to rebuy this, I have been at where? Oh, I've been buying from Target, and Target has a much smaller selection of these lipsticks than Walmart does, at least my Target and my Walmart. But this is so, so pretty. It is such an easy everyday lip color. It is my lips, but brighter. And I'm thrilled with this. Beautiful. I've actually used up like 3/4 of a tube of this previously, and then I broke the tube, so I lost it, but I am really happy to have this again. And then I saw this Profusion Emeralds palette. I have done a review video on this, but the short version is it's really nice. There's one really awful shade, which is this bronze, but otherwise the palette is really, really nice. I've been really liking it, and I think I've used this like 6 or 7 times in the 2 weeks that I've owned it, so it's quickly becoming a favorite of mine, and it's just such a pretty set of colors. I am shocked that this was only $5. So for the budget piece of this video, I ended up spending a hair over $60 this month on beauty products. I think I spent right around $62. The way that I have been structuring my budget this month, and the way that I'm going to continue structuring it for the next couple months at least, is I just have a pot of fun money. It is my eating out money, my shopping money for clothes or makeup, or pretty much anything that's not groceries and household essentials. If I want to go to a movie, that would come out of there. When I eventually like do social things again, that will come out of there as well. So I think part of why I ended up bringing in so much makeup this month was just that I don't have those social activities to do. I still have not eaten in a restaurant since last February, maybe. Honestly, it might have even been before then. I don't know if I even have table manners anymore at this point. I haven't been going to concerts, I haven't been going to movies, anything like that. As the pandemic has really shut down my social life, I find myself purchasing more physical items, and for me, those physical items that I like to buy tend to be beauty things and clothes. Once in a while, I'll get, like a notebook or some books, things like that, but makeup and clothes are definitely my preferred splurges. Next month, I will bring in quite a bit less. There are 2 reasons for that. First, I'm going back into the office for the first time actually in September. So I suspect that in August I will need to do some shopping for a little bit more professional clothing, because I mean, this is fine, when I'm on a Zoom meeting, but I'm wearing leggings right now, and that might not be great for the office. Additionally, I just haven't been that interested in makeup the last few weeks. I mean, like I said, I bought all of this the first 2 weeks pretty much of July. The last 2 weeks I haven't been interested at all. Another thing that I think is going to keep me from doing a whole lot of shopping in August is I've received quite a bit of free makeup. Um, I mean, this isn't makeup, but I've been on SoPost's list recently. The algorithm has just been liking me, and I received a fragrance sample from them, as well as a sample of the Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome. And then I got on another list through a slightly different company that also distributes samples, and I ended up getting another sample of the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. So I am set on mascara for quite a while, and I think that I have one or two other things from SoPost that are still on their way to me. So that will, yes, be additions to my collection, but they're things that I'll use. They're things that it'll be fun to try, and I'm not spending money on them. So, and knowing that there's a package on its way to me really makes me less interested in going to Ulta or Sephora to have them send me a package. And there we have what came in the month of July. Thank you so much for watching. I've had a really nice July. I hope you have as well. And I am looking forward to seeing what August brings. Hopefully, it will be a good month for all of us. Thanks again for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. And I really hope that I will see you in the next one. Bye.